Now, Nen. This power system in Hunter x Hunter is probably the most unique, or one of the most unique power systems in anime in general. Some would say fiction. I do want to say this. You guys seen the title, First Nen User. You're probably thinking, what's going on? NenMac, who is the first Nen user? It's something that we always probably thought. A question that would probably come in our mind. Who was the first Nen user in the story of Hunter x Hunter? Well, today I'll be discussing that. And we all know Nen is using your own life energy, aura, if you want to call it. It is kept a big secret from the public, but there's many Nen users in the world, and today I dive into the origin of this amazing power. So stay tuned, because yeah, we're definitely getting deep into Nen in itself, because I am NenMac, so I should make a video discussing Nen in itself. Now, one of the greatest Nen users is Netero, Isaac Netero, former chairman of the actual Hunter Association, pretty much. We all know that vice chairman was Barristan and the whole situation there. And Netero, we saw a little glimpse of his training when it comes to his powers and abilities, especially when it comes to Nen. And it all was repetition in a sense. I believe it was Bruce Lee, don't quote me for this, but practicing one kick 10,000 times is better than practicing 10,000 kicks one time. So Netero was practicing one punch in itself so many times a day, repetition, extreme repetition, and he definitely formed a mastery of his Nen in a sense because of this extreme repetition. So definitely want to say it was cool to see a glimpse of Netero's training, one of the GOATs when it comes to Nen. Now, moving on to another character, Hisoka, in which he talks about how emotionally you can tell which character has which Nen type and how it's connected. You see, going to emotion, Hisoka could tell that he was an enhancer. Fickle types in a sense were like transmuters. Hisoka's a transmuter, I believe. Killer was a transmuter. So definitely just look at different personality types. You can tell, this is a personality test in a sense, you can tell who has a Nen type. Now, he did say it's not 100% facts in a sense, but the fact that Hisoka talks about how he can tell who has a Nen type by their personality is very interesting. It definitely makes me look at Hisoka's past in a sense, and how Hisoka became how powerful he is right now, and his Nen story, because everyone has a Nen story and how they grew their Nen. So I want to say interesting stuff here. Now, another character, and this might be a spoiler for an anime only, but in the manga, Jing's power, he doesn't really show his Nen. Barristan really wants to see his Nen, but Jing doesn't show his Nen. But he does show an ability that is super overpowered. He's able to copy Nen abilities once he's hit with them. Of course, you saw in the election arc, Leorio punched Jing in the freaking chin, give him that sweet chin music. You guys know that Shawn Michaels reference. But Jing was able to copy Leorio's ability and actually perfect it in a sense, making it more effective than Leorio can do himself. This is something that's insanely powerful, and you would think it was a Nen ability, but it wasn't. Jing said it wasn't a Nen ability. It's just pretty much at how to say this, extremely good way of him, how to say this, a trick of his. I definitely want to say Jing is a very interesting character, and the fact that he hasn't showed his Nen ability is interesting. I feel like he has a great knowledge on Nen and the power itself, but today I will discuss the first Nen user, so stay tuned. I believe the first Nen user is definitely connected to Dawn Freaks. I feel like the fact that Ging Freecs has a very knowledgeable when it comes to Nen, and Dawn Freaks in the Dark Continent for 300 years, completed the book, I believe, of the East Side, and now is completing the West Side. I could be switched around, but I believe that's how it is. I feel like Dawn Freaks, in his journey to complete the West Side, will find the first Nen user's origins. Whether he's going to find him or not, I'm not too sure, but the origins of the first Nen user will be revealed to Dawn Freaks. And I believe this character, as you see in the thumbnail, is a similar character looking to like Hisoka. I believe this character definitely will be connected to Hisoka, maybe an ancestor to Hisoka. The family of Hisoka has definitely never been dived upon, but we know how Hunter definitely dives into families. We see Netero and his son, the whole Zodic family, the assassin family, the Freaks, Dawn Freaks, Ging Freecs, Gon Freaks. Families have a big deal. Kurapika and the Scarlet Eyes. Definitely want to say interesting stuff, the Kurta clan. I want to know Hisoka and his family, clan, or whatever connection he has. I believe it definitely might be an origin in the Dark Continent. So that's my thoughts on the first Nen user. It's going to be crazy when it's revealed. But tell me your thoughts down in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Hunter x Hunter and the first Nen user? I want to read all you guys' comments. I love seeing you guys' comments. Like and share if you enjoyed. Like and share only if you enjoyed. And subscribe for more Hunter x Hunter content. I'm NenMac and I'm gone.